Hi there, I want to introduce you to something called the Hydroponic Tower Garden. This is an ingenious little method to grow 10 times the plants per square foot without having to use any dirt. This is hydroponics, so there is no soil involved. You simply put at the bottom here is a 40-gallon reservoir, and you fill it up with water, and then you put plant food in it basically. When you buy flowers at the store, they give you a little plant food packet. You put in the water with it. Something similar. The plant food we put in this usually is in concentrated solutions. You just pour it in. What basically happens is there's a submersible pump inside this reservoir. It's like a fountain pump. It pushes it up this black tube. It's a 1/2-inch irrigation tube. We have it zip tied on this top pole, so you can see it goes all the way up to the very top, turns the corner, and it starts trickling down the runway. As it trickles down, it provides water and plant food, plant nutrients, to each of the root systems of every single plant along the assembly line here. And you have tons of different kinds of plants you can grow. We have kale, spinach, strawberries on this top row, broccoli, purple-headed broccoli right there, turns the corner, and it comes down for another run. Red leaf lettuce, green leaf lettuce, combinations. Turns the corner again for another run. This is 10 feet wide and 9 feet high. The 4x4s are 10 feet long. We sunk it a foot down into the ground. Turns the corner again. These are peas growing up the side here. Put a little rope for them to grab onto. And it turns the corner again. There's more of the same. Broccoli, kale. This is a winter garden. Purple-headed broccoli is what this is. This is parsley. This is cilantro. This is a little cauliflower popping up right there. We've harvested broccoli several times from this. I don't know if we have any. Oh, there's a broccoli head right there. Red leaf lettuce, all oak leaf lettuce, all different kinds of food. The kale tastes really good, by the way. You just pull it right off and eat it raw. I didn't know you can do that with kale, but you can. And it just trickles down. There's purple cabbage right there. If you count all the plants, you'll count 111 net pots. There's actually a total of 130 plants because some of the net pots, as you can tell here, have two different kinds of plants in it, two different kinds of lettuce. Here is a red and a green lettuce together. And the reason why it's 10 feet long is because this is irrigation PVC pipe, and it came in 10-foot long sections. We added little elbows to turn the corner. It's so simple of a design. Anybody can do this. Matter of fact, I saw some videos online that I can do that. So I did. And I'm not that very gifted in terms of creating things or constructing things. That's not my forte. So then you have at the very bottom, you put a little elbow joint so it turns the corner again and drops back down into the reservoir. This is a bowl covering a little air pump. It has a little tube going down with the air stone, and that provides oxygenation in the water so that the plants have aerobic activity. More importantly though, as the bacteria grow in the root bases, it's aerobic bacteria as opposed to anaerobic bacteria. The beneficial microbes are aerobic. The anaerobic microbes are not beneficial, and they're really stinky as a byproduct of the anaerobic activity that they conduct. In the reservoir, we also put rock dust to add minerals to it, and that helps the plants be vibrant colored and also have a higher Brix level, because plants use minerals as they create the plant sugars, and the Brix level is a measurement of the plant sugar. So not only is it sweeter, but also has a higher vitamin content. And it's off the ground, so gophers cannot get access to it. The squirrels have not been a problem. Ants they have found their way up. We didn't treat the wood or anything like that. We could have put ant bait around the base to keep them off, but who cares about ants? And we also put mycelium fungal spores. So better said, mycorrhizal fungi spores, so that the mycorrhizal fungi can attach to the roots of each of these plants and create, with the mycelium, they call it mycorrhizae. So the mycelium teams up with the roots. Myco is a mycelium, rhiza is root, and it expands the root base of each of the plants, the surface area, so they can uptake a larger amount of nutrients. And this is, I believe, 2 months of growth, and it's just harvest. We regularly go out and just rip off a few leaves from a plant here or there, chop off a broccoli, chop off a cauliflower. Actually, that's broccoli, that's cauliflower. These are just starting to grow. They're not that big yet. And we regularly harvest. You can tell at the bottom of the base here it's a little bit skinnier because we ripped off the leaves. So a continually harvesting garden. Nice thing is you can lift out a net pot and move it to a different location. So from 1 week to the next, as plants get big and onerous and shading other plants because we have them so crowded in together because we want to maximize production, and you can, as you harvest one plant, you can move some of the larger plants around so that they have a little bit more elbow room and aren't shading the smaller neighboring plants. But this is a vertical hydroponic tower garden, and anybody can make this. Hope you enjoy this video.